Just a few days after some guy tried to attack the FBI headquarters in Cincinnati, another individual conducted some sort of attack in the Capitol. Driving up to the US Capitol building, his car exploded, set on fire almost immediately. He shot a firearm in the air and eventually, apparently, shot himself. You can see the press release about it there. It was pretty early on. He fired shots into the air. Nobody other than that individual was hurt, and he apparently shot and killed himself. He has now been identified, in fact, as Richard York, a 29-year-old of Delaware, crashed into a barricade. Maybe that's why his car was engulfed in flames. Maybe it was in some way rigged to be engulfed in flames. There are not a lot of details yet out about this. I assume that in the next day or so we will get those, but they say that they do not believe that he was targeting Congress people because they were not in session at this point. It's also possible that he's an idiot who didn't know that. In any event, thankfully, no one else was hurt. But following so closely after all the death threats against FBI members and Merrick Garland and the Cincinnati thing, Francesca, having someone even attack and then kill themselves is like literally the last thing that the country wants or needs.
My God, I mean, shoe on the other foot. Like, can you imagine what Trump would be saying? How much the far right media would be coalescing around this amount of violence. They're trying to throw all the violence. Well, it's Antifa, it was BLM. Where? We were there every single day that summer, all locked in our homes watching the footage. What was it? It was police beating and pepper spraying and tear gassing and arresting unarmed protesters. And here you have, it's a couple of incidents, except for the biggie on January 6th. And you're like, we're just supposed to let this wash over us. Like, again, everyone's, we love to talk about political violence. And this is my question is like, okay, so what's the solution here? What are people doing? And don't tell me, oh yeah, we're gonna get the FBI to infiltrate and then do some sting operations. F that. That's not okay. We need a real plan to de-radicalize folks. And I think listening to people who've been in these movements are important. But man, the movement is so mainstream. It's like when it's the Republican Party, what do you do?
Yeah, it's at the end of the day, like, let's keep it real. It's not about getting into that group. I have a feeling some are probably active members of that group. By the way, those crazies are cops and law enforcement too sometimes. Like,
yes,
let's acknowledge that. Remember January 6th, there was some suspicious stuff, I'll remind you. Anyway, we don't know why this guy did this. We don't know what his political ideology is. It's for all we know, he's a card-carrying progressive or something. I mean, there's no reason to believe that. It wouldn't make much sense, but anything is possible. What we do know though is this sort of thing is becoming so regular. Not just the political violence, but the attacks. There was a shooting, I believe it was in Indiana in the last day. It's like, but not enough people died for it to even be big news, I guess. Like, this is not the sort of thing that should be normalized. Overall mass violence, political violence. Like, we've been brought to this place. We didn't just end up here. People shepherded us there, and we need to turn around.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.